My name is Danica Cunningham. I'm a music therapist, board certified. My practice is called As You Are Studio. I use music to address non-musical goals in the clinical setting and build a therapeutic relationship through weekly sessions. And we develop all sorts of different outlets of music making, music listening, improvisation, songwriting, lyric analysis to address whatever the needs are of the client. Music is a very subjective experience from person to person. Music therapy works when the music is motivating. So we're going to figure out what those motivating musical aspects are for the client. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to meet them where they're at. If they're up here, we'll do some loud drumming, some active movement, something with a big beat, something that's going to get those neurons fired up. We're going to be reducing stress because the structure of music is so intuitive. When you hear a beat going, your foot just starts tapping. It's called entrainment. So our body's naturally entrained to the beat of a song. Neurons that wire together, fire together. All the chaos that can be going on in our brains and our bodies starts to find a place to funnel through. What we're going to do is we're going to slowly ease our way down.
Sometimes it's doing songs that they know, making up songs in the moment about what's going on, even about just playing a drum. Structure, regular rhythm, some kind of chords that are repetitive or like grounded, or maybe the tempo, or like all the elements of music, kind of putting them together in the moment. And I think people can feel that even if it's on a unconscious or subconscious level. But then there is like this sense of like utilizing music and elements of music to kind of create different experiences for people. I usually feel like I'm entering into the unknown a lot, although I'm taking what I know about the person and kind of stringing that together with the current session.
To understand the full scope of what music therapy really is, we decided to see the benefits for ourselves. We met up with Pat Lambden, a music therapist who's certified in guided imagery. Our co-producer Will arrived for a session of his own.
We'll do what I call the prelude or preliminary conversation. And yeah, and feel free to ask any questions as we move further if anything comes up, or
okay,
you know, as we get ready to enter in. I guess I'll just turn it over to you, and just curious what's happening for you. You can share whatever you'd like to, just about where you're at in your life, what's happening,
okay.
how you're feeling right now.
So it's my senior year, so everything's kind of wrapping up quickly. I have to start thinking about applying to jobs and manage my course schedule and everything. So I'm definitely stressed out in like my academic sphere.
It's just the stress of finishing up the year with the school year.
It's exciting though. I'm excited to graduate and kind of move on and focus on one thing instead of just like have scatterbrain with a bunch of different things going on.
Mm-hmm. Anything in particular you're doing to help kind of stay relaxed amidst all of the stress? Or?
So I started running again. I took a couple weeks off, but that's usually how I manage it all. I've been running for like, since I was 12, I want to say, so like the majority of my life and all of my adult life. So
yeah, I guess a word that comes to mind when like running brings, what does it bring you?
Stability,
Mm.
I guess. That'd be a good word.
Stability.
Or structure. Yeah, because without it, I notice everything is like a little bit harder.
Yeah, so important to have these things, these touchstones,
Mm-hmm.
you know, whatever it is for each individual. For you, it sounds like running.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for it. I just want to feel relaxed.
Yeah.
In like the simplest way to put it, I just want to feel like as relaxed as possible.
Mm-hmm. For this, there'll be classical music.
Oh.
But the music is kind of meant to stimulate imagination and development through different kind of imagination experiences. I think the relaxation is definitely a factor.
Yeah.
And I hope that comes through. So we often start with an image. You were talking about running and how it brings stability.
Mm-hmm.
Is there? I wonder if there's a place, maybe a real place that you know in your life, or just for right now, that comes to mind, where you feel a sense of stability or relaxation.
Yeah, probably my house in Mass,
Mm-hmm.
back at home. Yeah, that always feels good to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I come from a pretty big family, so it's always nice to see everyone too. So
Mm-hmm. If it's okay with you, maybe we can start there.
yeah.
For you. Well, why don't we move towards the music and the relaxation?
Mm.
If you want to just make yourself comfortable, I'm going to switch and go over here. Let's see. As the music joins you, allow it to be with you and take you wherever you need to go. What are you experiencing?
I don't know. I keep seeing like this ripple of paper. I don't know why. It's like the edge of a paper, but it's outlined. So I just see the corner of a piece of paper. That's outlining either a triangle or the number 7. But I guess I have control of what that is, and I'm making it a number 7.
And what do you sense about that number 7?
You know, I thought about it for a second, then I realized I have 7 members of my family. Which is interesting that just appears, huh?
Uh-huh. And is that 7 still present?
Yeah, but now I'm kind of morphing it.
Mm-hmm. What stands out about it?
I guess the outline of it is really thick and bold.
Mm-hmm. Does it have a color?
Sometimes it's black and sometimes it's white.
And what happens as you watch it?
I'm mostly just like morphing it into whatever happens. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. It just gets distorted a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know, other than it's just kind of fun to see what I can think of.
Mm-hmm. I will send you this transcript when I get a chance.
Okay.
I'll type it up and send you. But yeah, just encourage you to just allow your experience to just be with you. Maybe it'll unfold in different ways, you know,
Yeah.
as you sit with it.
Nice, yeah.
If you don't have access to music therapy, thousands of creators on a variety of platforms applied similar techniques with sound to induce a state of relaxation. It's known as ASMR.
ASMR, to my understanding, has changed quite dramatically in the last decade or so.
It's like a tickle sometimes. People sometimes describe it as like back scratches, head scratches. I think kind of even like a goosebump sort of feel.
It's kind of like this like tingly feelings, like hence tingles. You get that like rushes through your body and it just makes you like feel relaxed and like a bit calmer. It helps people with their anxiety sometimes.
It's that warm, fuzzy feeling you feel that kind of puts you in this state of calmness and relaxation, oftentimes accompanied with chills or tingles that sends like from the back of your head to your spine. What we do with our videos, we are trying to trigger that same feeling you would get if someone played in your hair or if someone whispered really close in your ear and like read you a bedtime story or something like that. So that's basically like the best way I can describe what ASMR is.
In 2010, the term ASMR was coined to describe the response, but as early as 1925, the sensation had been described in literature. Looking forward to 2009, a year before ASMR was ASMR, the first YouTube channel dedicated to whispering was created. Less than a decade after that, in 2017, we saw the first ASMR channel with 1 million subscribers. Only time will tell what the future of this living genre holds. 10 years ago, it would be impossible to know where it would be today.
I feel like the OG people, it really was just about, tapping and like little like scratchy sounds. And like, it was really purely audio focused, and like close whispers. And it's really branched out now to kind of just be an umbrella category for things that relax you. It's like power washing a house.
The comfort of hearing the dishwasher going in the background while you're trying to fall asleep.
If someone played in your hair or if someone whispered really close in your ear and like read you a bedtime story.
People used to like play with your hair or like trace your back. Sometimes you get it.
So freaking soothing to watch something be like rebuilt and brought back to life.
Crunching sound and that like high-pitched little like tingle.
Like blow on your neck and pretend to like crack an egg down your head, and by the end they'd be like, did you get the feeling? Did you get the feeling? And it was ASMR, but I didn't know that at the time.
I had a friend of mine, she suggested it. She was a Patreon and a fan. And what if you tried doing this with your doctor role plays? And then I did it, and people were like, whoa, like no one's doing that, because it wasn't sexual. I'm not trying to sexualize it. It's about letting somebody else kind of take over, and you get to kind of be in the back seat. So it's dominant in the sense of like, I'm just telling you what you're gonna experience. I'm gonna tell you how listen to me, and you're in good hands.
Right there. We will start with a deep and calming breath. Please join me. And now, let's do a cyclical sigh. That is where we will inhale twice through the nose, once longer and then a little, and then followed by an audible sigh. Shall we? Give yourself a little wiggle there, a little head wobble. For the next few moments, give yourself full permission to tune out the noise. Right now, your job is to focus on being present, focusing on the breath. Just notice your breathing. To the best of your ability, keep focusing on the breath. And throughout this, you will likely notice your mind wander.
Because my niche is different from depending on what platform I'm on. So for my TikTok live streams, people love my mouth sounds and like inaudible whispering. That's kind of like my niche for the short videos. And then for the YouTube videos, a lot of people really like my makeup / skincare, personal attention, pampering type videos. So my niche is kind of all over the place.
I originally started with Twitch. Go to bed, bitch. I had always watched like ASMR. It was kind of those things that I was like, I think it'd be really fun to experiment with sounds. So I had just like a Logitech webcam. From there on, I've kind of ended up with a huge conglomerate of all kinds of microphones.
Music can do so many things. It's like it can stimulate, it can give energy, it can influence one to like go into different issues and move through it. But then it also like can comfort, and it can like be this supportive presence. I think the guided imagery and music work is really great, and they kind of take one through a journey through like peak and then coming down and returning.
If we start to implement music routines as a pre-bedtime ritual, it's not only going to have those immediate effects of our hormones changing and cortisol levels decreasing, but it will start to create new associations with the environment. Over time, that routine will help someone be able to tap into that slower wavelength, that decrease in cortisol, and create these positive associations with sleep. Results in better sleep with the application of music-induced relaxation.
Having an outlet for creativity in general is just like good for health, and leads to spaces where people are feeling more healthy, and sleep is one of those factors. Our minds don't stop. Our minds will just keep going through sleep, like through our dreams, through all of that.
There's a primal and a instinctual space where vocalization is what we use to make someone feel seen and heard.
It's all about safety. because sleeping is something where you're vulnerable.
People are so vulnerable. Like, the things they'll write under my videos never ceases to blow me away.
I think that the community has played a larger role than people expect it to.
I have met some of the most wonderful people in ASMR with beautiful hearts and just have the best intentions for their audience.
Somebody wrote this very personal, like, thank you for making, they really found it calming and helpful and really connected. And somebody wrote a horrible thing, something like, nobody asked you. That person got piled on.
I always say ASMR is not the cure for insomnia or anxiety, depression. My videos are just an aid. And I just want to really say, like, ASMR is a fabulous tool to use if you are going through anything, but please do seek that help. If you've never experienced tingles or anything like that, that warm, fuzzy feeling, that safety net, that security, that love, I would definitely say the ASMR community does definitely make you feel welcome and loved, and it's amazing.
If you suffer from mental health disorders, we strongly encourage you to seek professional assistance. While music therapists are licensed, ASMR creators can't fill the role of a therapist or provide personalized help. To anybody struggling with thoughts of suicide or self-harm, don't hesitate to contact the suicide hotline on screen or in the description.